created, it is time to connect them with our Subtrio account. So you just need to make sure, if you're still in the subdomain area, just click on Tools here, and that'll bring you back to your cPanel dashboard. And we're going to come down here, scroll down until you see Zone Editor. Click on that. All right, next we need to get logged into Subtrio, and that is just going to be app.subtrio.com. Log in using your email and password. Okay, it's going to ask you to verify your security code. Go ahead and do that. Click on Send Security Code. And I'm going to grab that off of my phone real quick. Actually, let me just show you guys what it looks like. Let me switch tabs here. And come here. It's just going to be a Subtrio login security code. We're going to come back over here, and you can copy and paste it, or you can just remember it. Either way is fine. Okay, had to get my face back over here. All right, so this is what your dashboard is going to look like when you log in, okay? You're going to have a warning up here probably that says your wallet balance is low. That just means we haven't added any money to our billing area to allow us to send emails yet, okay? So you can just click the X on that. And also, you don't have to worry about this. This is just extra stuff that we don't need. So just click on the X here, okay? All right, so let's come over here. Let me move me real quick. And let's come here and go into settings. And then we are going to click on domains, right? All right, so it's going to say no domains found, right? Okay, so we're going to click on add domain. And we are going to put in one of the subdomains that we created. And so I'm going to start with shop.growsomethingnew.com. Okay, then click on continue. And it's going to do some checking here. All right. Okay, so next up, it's going to say we need to add this information to our domain. Okay, so what you need to do, this is our CNAME record. We need to know that. And then we need to copy this information here. So just click on copy. Okay, so let's come back over here to our zone editor and go find your domain. Obviously, I have multiples. If you only have one, that's even easier. But find the domain you're working with, your root domain, and then click on Manage. And it's going to pull up a whole bunch of stuff, right? Okay. So I am working with the shop option now. So just do a find and then type it in, and then it'll come up, okay? So this is the one we want, shop.growsomethingnew.com. Not this one, not any other ones, just this one that says shop.growsomethingnew.com. And we're going to click on the edit button, okay? And so leave this number alone and see where it says A right here. We're going to click the drop down and we're going to choose CNAME. And then we are going to put in the information that we grabbed from over in Subtrio, okay? So this information right here, okay? And then we're going to click on Save Record. Okay, now we're going to come back to Subtrio. And now sometimes this can take a few minutes, so don't be surprised if it doesn't work right away. But you're just going to click on Verify Records. And we're just going to let it do its thing for a minute. Like it says, it could take a little bit of time. So if this doesn't show up right away, no big deal. We will just come back to it in a minute. So I'm going to pause the video while this runs its testing. All right, so the testing is completed, and it did go ahead and verify that our shop.growsomethingnew.com has been added successfully, okay? It's going to ask if you want to link domain with any funnels, and we don't have any funnels created right now. Like this automobile dealer is just a placeholder one that they have, so we don't need to do anything with that right now. Also, we don't have any 404 error page set up yet, and so we don't need to worry about that either. So just hit cancel here. All right. All right. So we have our first domain added. And again, the one that we wanted to do here was the one that we're going to be using to put our funnels on and our products on and things like that. Okay. All right. So next up, let's go click the go back button right here. And then we're going to come over here to memberships. Now, memberships, I realize you see the word memberships, right? And you're automatically thinking, I don't have a membership. Why do I need this? In Subtrio, this is where you create your products, okay? You can create your memberships here or just standalone products. So remember, when you see memberships, think products, okay? So come up here to courses and down to settings. Click on that and click on domain setup. Now here is where we're going to add the domain for your membership dashboard area. And again, remember, membership doesn't just mean membership, it also means standalone products. So you need to create this. And we are going to click on custom domain right here. Scroll down. All right, so we are going to put our members.growsomethingnew.com in here. All right, and so now we need this information, and we're going to come back over to our cPanel. All right, so back over here, we need to look for members. And again, right here is the one we want. Okay, and we're going to click on edit. And then we are going to click on, we have to do a CNAME and an A record, okay? So let's start with our CNAME. Come back over here. Click on CNAME and put that in and click on save record. Okay, so I think I told you guys that you had to do a CNAME and an A name because it lists both right here. Sorry, I was ahead of myself. You only need the CNAME or the A name. I just go ahead and use the CNAME record because that's the easiest one for me to use. So once you get your CNAME added here, like we just did, save your information, and then we are ready to come back to Subtrio and check it, okay? All right, so click on update domain. All right, now we are gonna do your email domain, your sending domain, and that one's a little bit trickier, but I'll show you what you need to do, okay? So come back to settings and then email services, okay? You are going to get this pop-up that says right now you're just using a shared sending domain for your email communications. You should set one up for yourself, and here is why. Okay, so these are the reasons why we're doing what we're doing right now, okay? So let's just X out of there, okay? And then we're going to click on dedicated domain and IP. And we are just going to click on add domain. And this is going to be contact.growsomethingnew.com. Okay. Then you are going to click on add and verify. Click on continue. And it's going to go through the same thing like it did before. Just take a minute. Okay. Now we need to create a support ticket to Big Scoots because we need them to add all this information for us, okay? So come back over here, we've got our cPanel, and we need to actually come back into our main account here. And you're going to click on support tickets right here. And then click on create new, okay? And this is going to go to support, and you can add whatever subject you want to, but this, I'm going to do adding records to new domain, because I've done this before. It automatically popped up apparently. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to say, hi, I am to connect my dedicated sending domain to my Go High Level white label account. Can you please add these records to the subdomain contact.growsomethingnew.com? Okay, and don't forget that, again, this will be the sending domain that you want to use for your email, okay? All right, and then we are going to come back over here, and we are going to put in text. And then we are going to copy this and bring it over, and copy this and bring it over, okay? So let me do this all real quick, and I will be back. Okay, so I've copied over everything from Subtrio into this email. And again, you just want the name of the record, okay? So I've got that here. And then you copy this, the host, and paste that in. And then copy the required value and paste that in as well, okay? And you do that for each one of these records. I realize that's a lot, but Big Scoots knows what you're asking for. Your host provider knows what you're asking for. You just need to provide them with the exact information that you copy from here, and make sure they're under the correct record, okay? All right, so then we're just going to say thanks. And then we are going to submit it. We'll click on your hosting and then submit it, okay? Now, if you are tax savvy and you love WordPress and you love working in this kind of stuff, you probably know that you could add those values yourself. However, if you're not, that is okay. We just want to go ahead and let Big Scoots do it for us, or your hosting provider do it for us, to make sure everything is set up. All right, so we come back to Subtrio, and we're going to wait until we hear back from our host provider before we click Verify Records here, okay? So I went ahead and clicked Verify Domain or vet records before I started recording again, because I wanted to show you guys what would happen if your records hadn't been updated completely yet, okay? I am still waiting to hear back completely from Big Scoots. They are working on it. They usually get back with you just really fast, but anyway, so I went ahead and clicked that verify button, and this is what came back to me, okay? So part of my records are verified, but we're still waiting for the rest of them to be verified, okay? And it says, you know, it may take a little bit, so we'll wait until the rest of these get verified to move forward. All right, so Big Scoot says that they have added all the records for us, which is awesome. So let's come back over here to Subtrio, and we're just going to click on the verify domain again. I don't know why that's not. Hang on a second. So apparently you have to wait 60 seconds between verifying your records again before the little button comes back up. I didn't know that, so now we all know that. So if this button is grayed out, just wait a few more minutes or a few more seconds and it should pop up, okay? So let's click verify again. All right, so this piece is still not being verified. It just takes a little bit of time for everything to like connect on the back end, and Big Scoots and Subtrio to talk with each other and say, yeah, this is working right. So we will come back to this. I know this is going to get verified correctly, so we will come back to it in a few minutes, okay? As soon as you get a verified here, this part is finished, okay? And we can move on, and we can actually move on with the training, even though I don't have a verified green box right here, okay? All right, So that is the short version of connecting your subdomains to Big Scoots, or to Subtrio. And in the next video, we are going to go over your settings, your company settings. So join me in that video, and we'll keep going on this.